friends, today we're going to read The Smart Cookie. The Smart Cookie. He's thinking about stuff. The Smart Cookie. Welcome to our little community. It's a warm and supportive place to spend the time. Pretty fancy, huh? These days, life is sweet, but my journey wasn't always a cakewalk. When I was younger, I couldn't have imagined fitting in here. For a long time, I didn't feel comfortable speaking up or sharing my ideas. I didn't feel like a smart cookie. I wanted to be a cookie who knew all the answers. A cookie who felt confident in a group. A cookie who said aha when solving a puzzle. Aha. Looking back, I had some trouble in my early days. I went to school in a gingerbread house. Our teacher, Miss Biscotti, was kind, and when I arrived each morning, she'd wave at me and smile. But I didn't get the best grades, and I never raised my hand because I couldn't think of the answers as fast as the others, and I was the last to finish most tests. It wasn't because I didn't care, and it wasn't because I didn't try. Some things I get distracted and mess up, even though I knew the matter all. Those were the most frustrating moments of all. Once I misspelled the word dough, that was row. Another time I added when I meant to subtract. We'd have a lesson where I had absolutely no idea what was happening. I just couldn't keep up. I imagined that my desk was a raft and that I was completely lost at sea, because that's what it felt like. At night, I slept in a cookie jar. I had about 6 dozen roommates. You move, no you move. I'd stay awake stare out the window and worry. It went this way day after day after day. But then something happened that changed everything. Homework. It all started with a homework assignment. Miss Biscotti requested our attention one afternoon. Tonight, I would like you to create something. Completely original. She announced, "It can be anything you want. Please bring it to class tomorrow." That was it. There were no further instructions. Miss Biscotti winked at me as I gathered my belongings. I felt like I had a million butterflies in my stomach. Great anything? Something original. Due tomorrow. When I got home, I immediately went to work. At first, I tried a cookie project. The rules were half-baked. Next, I tried a hammer and nail. Something it splintered immediately. Then I tried making a sculpture. It was a complete bust. I worried. if I was about to fail yet another assignment, I was stuck. I stared out the window and watched the rain hit the rain. There was something memorizing about the water, how it moved in such a chaotic way, swirling around and around, yet ultimately figuring out exactly where it needed to go. Aha! Suddenly, I had an idea. To write something original, a poem. I came up with a title based on how I've been feeling. My crumbly days. After that, the rest of it seemed to fall into place. I wrote and I wrote. I lost track of time. And an hour went by in a flash. Aha, I said when I was finished. I couldn't sleep that night, but it wasn't because I was worried. It was because I was excited. I felt like I had really accomplished something. I felt smart. The following days, Miss Biscotti asked for volunteers to share what we'd create. One kid showed off his original frosting art. Another kid revealed her sprinkle destruct on machine. It was neat seeing how everyone was good at such different things. Finally, Miss Biscotti turned to me. Would you like to share another thing? She asked. I gulped. I thought it'd probably crumble under the pressure, but I made my way to the front of the classroom. I nodded. My hands were shaking. My mouth went dark. This poem is called My Crumbly Days, I said. My voice cracking, and then I read it aloud. I spoke. I noticed some kids nodding at carrying lines. Other kids laughing at parts that were supposed to be funny. As I built tower, the final, I felt myself become more confident and animated. And in the end, everybody clapped and cheered. I promise you this, I'll never ever forget it. Miss Biscotti was beaming. No one but you couldn't written that poem, she said. It was completely original. Aha! I had done it. I created something and shared it with the world. Well, my world at least. The rest of the day was a blur. By recess, I was early planning my next poem. I would call it My Sweet Morning. Aha, I thought. when I came up with the title. Later the afternoon, Miss Biscotti handed me a note. It said that I should keep on writing no matter what that meant so much to me. School was a bit different after that. I wasn't so scared to raise my hand or ask a question or share my work. Sure, some things still don't come as easily for me as they do for others. You don't have, but now I know that you can be smart in many different ways. You don't have to have the answers to every question or suddenly create at everything all at once. You just need a chance to try all kinds of things to find out who you are and what you like to do. As for me, I learned that I can write and I can think up great ideas, and I found plenty of other things I'm good at too. I no longer feel lost at sea. It's more like floating down a river. And the best part is there's always more to learn. Poetry night. Because we're all smart cookies. Aha, aha.
So what did you think about it? I think it was good because you don't need to be smart to figure out every single thing. You can know that, but just to get smart, you have to learn. And you don't have to be nervous at every single thing. Bye, friends.